Welcome Thesity Thomas Frank press conference live, Tottenham boss on Eberechi transfers and Man City. Thomas Frank will have plenty to speak about in his press conference on Friday, ahead of Tottenham's match at Manchester City in the Premier League Stadium, for their match against Pep Guardiola's side after an opening game victory against Burnley. The match, though, has taken a back seat for the club's supporters this week to the events surrounding the failed transfer for Eberechi from Crystal Palace. Sign up to free email alerts from Manchester Evening News. Men Daily News, the biggest stories sent 3 times a day. Enter your email. We use your sign up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. More info. It has been an intriguing summer in the Manchester City goalkeeping department. The transfer window could yet shut with all 3 of Pep Guardiola's options from last season being replaced, or with Ederson keeping hold of the number 1 spot for a 9th successive year. Scott Carson left early in the summer, with Marcus Bettinelli replacing him in a straightforward swap of third goalkeepers. The next big move was the signing of James Trafford on a buyback clause from Burnley, beating Newcastle to a deal and setting Trafford up to provide fresh competition for Ederson and take the number 1 spot sooner rather than later. The obvious loser in that was Stefan Ortega, who wasn't taken in the squad for the only pre-season friendly at Palermo, with the expectation that he would be finding a new club. Trafford started that game and spoke of his desire to make himself City and England number 1 for the next decade. Read more. Maybe I'll extend. Pep Guardiola thrills Man City fans with contract claim. Read more. The perfect Man City transfer decision that can shape the future. Then came the real curveball, with Ederson, having rubbish talk of a move away this summer. Suddenly, the subject of strong interest from Galatasaray and City, not denying interest in PSG's Gianluigi Donnarumma as a replacement. In some very unfortunate timing, Ederson came down with gastroenteritis in the minutes between Guardiola telling reporters he would start their opening Premier League game at Wolves and the team bus leaving for Molineux. Trafford started in his absence and looked good. Not only were there some smart saves to keep a clean sheet, but there was also a lovely dinked ball up to Tijjani Reinders to start City's 3rd goal. Sky has slashed the price of its Essential TV and Sky Sports bundle for the 2025-26 season, saving members 190 toulas and offering more than 1,400 live matches across the Premier League, EFL and more. Sky will show at least 215 live Premier League games this season, an increase of up to 100 more. Ortega was on the bench, and Guardiola spoke afterwards about hopefully finding a solution for him, but also reiterating that Ederson was his keeper as well. The links to Donnarumma have not gone away, yet an interview that has just been published with the manager from last week adds doubt either to the idea that City will move for the PSG keeper or the reputation of him for not being particularly good with his feet. I'm just hoping for an upgrade from Ederson. He has done his job, but the demands increase. No matter who the next goalkeeper is, he's going to be less able with his feet than Ederson. But the goalkeeper don't need to be as good as Ederson. He needs to be much better with his hands. The total is going to make the team even harder to beat. For me, the obvious goal now is to find a more complete goalkeeper. Maybe we already have that in Trafford. Time will tell. I agree that Donnarumma is a little old-fashioned, but he's a ready-made shot stopper with an impressive reach, and he's trustworthy, making the defenders comfortable. I'm sorry to say, Ederson has never been the safe, reliable point in our defence. The Emma Red, and I sadly reckon that City again have bought discerningly in the transfer market. I do not think City need a goalkeeper like the PSG man, because City are not a back-to-the-wall team. United need him dearly. I think Enrique wants to get rid of him because he needed a footballing goalie, and has now got one. I think City will win the league, a domestic cup, and will be in the last 4 of the Champions League if they can get Rodri back. Even without him, they will win the league. Zubiduba Mendy, whatever his name is for Arsenal, is in the land of confusion. Read more. Maybe I'll extend. Pep Guardiola thrills Man City fans with contract claim. Read more. The perfect Man City transfer decision that can shape the future. Then came the real